Nancy Pelosi scoops up call options for Google, Disney, Roblox stocks. So Congress is in recess for the holidays, but Nancy Pelosi has kept busy playing the stock market. The Democratic Majority Leader and her husband, Paul Pelosi, recently bought millions of dollars worth of call options for stocks, including Google, Salesforce, Roblox, and Disney, financial disclosures published Thursday show. So the purchases occurred from December 17th to December 21st, just days after Pelosi insisted in a press conference that members of Congress should be allowed to trade individual stocks despite being privy to insider information that can move markets. Well, if this isn't corruption, who knows what is? We're a free market economy, Pelosi told reporters, adding that members of Congress should be able to participate in that. The Pelosi family's trades this month include Google and Salesforce call options worth between $500,000 and $1 million each, as well as Roblox call options valued at between $100,000 and $250,000. The duo also bought up between $250,000 and $500,000 in costs for chipmaker Micron Technology and between $100,000 and $250,000 of Disney call options and disclosures that were earlier reported by CongressTrading.com. Paul Pelosi runs Financial Leasing Services, a real estate and venture capital investment and consulting firm, and in recent years he's made big money bets on companies his wife is supposed to regulate, including Amazon, Apple, and Google. December's calls, which are set to expire in late 2022 and early 2023, show that Pelosi's believe that tech stocks are going to continue their current bull run in the new year, according to Thomas Hayes of Great Hill Capital. They're trying to ride the momentum, Hayes told the Post. The Pelosi's live in San Francisco. They're around a lot of hype, so I see how they're caught up in the euphoria. And some DC insiders have speculated that Pelosi is slow walking bipartisan legislation that would hurt big tech firms. Critics on both the left and right have argued that members of Congress should be banned from trading individual stocks and instead only be allowed to invest in broader funds. Now, here's the thing. I would have to agree with this, right? If you have direct, basically insider information, you should only be allowed to invest in like the S&P 500, right? Because it's very broad. Putting money into it's not really going to necessarily change anything, and you're not really going to benefit like crazy regardless of what happens, right? Like everyone can benefit from pretty much everyone can basically benefit from just putting some money into the S&P 500, right? Due to its historical data, right? Is it's a bad look when you have people that are in politics that could do literal insider trading, not get punished for it, and yet all us commoners would literally serve decades in prison for doing the exact same thing. Like, that's where you kind of like show the difference between the elites and the commoners. Like, it's disturbing and should never be allowed in that type of situation. So progressives, including AOC of New York and Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, have slammed members of Congress trading stocks as brazen and ludicrous, while Republican Arizona Senate candidate Blake Masters recently nicknamed Pelosi Naughty Nancy and called for a ban on all stock trading by members of Congress. So, under a law called the Stock Act, passed in 2012, members of Congress are required to disclose trades. But 52 members of Congress, including Democratic Senators Dianne Feinstein of California, Mark Kelly of Arizona, Republican Senators Rand Paul of Kentucky, Roger Marshall of Kansas, have all violated the law in recent years, according to Insider. And Pelosi's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. But either way, it's just a disturbing sign. So, if you want to learn how to get out of debt so that no matter what these politicians end up doing in terms of their weird policies, you can secure your financial foundation so that you have more options available to you in terms of what you can do for your money and what you can just do in your own personal life. Because imagine if you didn't have payments anymore. Like the amount of money that you could just put into investments or just do whatever you want is amazing. So if you want to learn how to get a debt, go to 40inbucks.com.